Barry Allen Crompton. Gibb was born on September 1, 1946, in Douglas, Isle of Man. As the eldest of the Gibb brothers, his early life was shaped by family, music, and the quiet determination that would later define his career. Growing up, Barry was surrounded by melodies and harmonies, absorbing every note as if they were pieces of a larger story. When the family moved to Manchester, England, he and his younger twin brothers, Robin and Morris, began experimenting with music in earnest, harmonizing in ways that felt instinctive. In the late 1950s, the Gibbs relocated to Redcliffe, Queensland, Australia, a move that would prove pivotal. Here, Barry began refining his songwriting and performing with his brothers under the name The Rattlesnakes. Over time, this group evolved into the Bee Gees, a name that would later resonate across the globe. Their early performances on Australian television were modest, yet they captured a spark that hinted at what was to come, earning them their first recording opportunities. Rise to stardom. By the mid-1960s, Barry and his brothers returned to England, ready to make their mark. The breakthrough came in 1967 with songs like To Love Somebody, Massachusetts, and New York Mining Disaster, 1941. Barry's voice, particularly his falsetto, became instantly recognizable, and his lyrical sensibility set the group apart. The Bee Gees were more than a boy band. They were storytellers whose harmonies carried emotion beyond the lyrics themselves. Barry's genius lay not only in his voice, but in his ability to adapt. In the 1970s, he guided the Bee Gees through a remarkable transformation, taking them from melodic pop sensations to disco pioneers. The 1977 Saturday Night Fever soundtrack catapulted them into international superstardom. Hits like Stayin' Alive, Night Fever, and How Deep Is Your Love became anthems of a generation, cementing Barry's role as a songwriter capable of capturing both the rhythm and soul of an era. Beyond the Bee Gees, Barry's talents extended beyond the band. He wrote and produced for some of the biggest names in music, tailoring songs to fit each artist's voice and emotional style. From Barbra Streisand's Guilty and Diana Ross's Chain Reaction to Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton's Islands in the Stream and Celine Dion's Immortality, his songwriting became a signature of quality, emotional resonance, and versatility. Across decades, Barry demonstrated a rare ability to evolve while maintaining artistic integrity. Personal life and loss. Barry's life, like his music, has been filled with both love and loss. The deaths of Maurice in 2003 and Robin in 2012 profoundly affected him, leaving him to carry the Bee Gees' legacy largely alone. Yet through these moments, Barry remained committed to performing and preserving the music that had defined his life. His solo albums, including In the Now in 2016, offered intimate reflections on love, grief, and endurance, giving listeners a glimpse of the man behind the music. Barry's personal life has also been defined by resilience and love. His first marriage to Maureen Bates in 1966 coincided with the early years of the Bee Gees' rise. Though the marriage lasted only 4 years, it taught him lessons about partnership, compromise, and the demands of pursuing a dream while building a family. In 1970, he married Linda Gray, who would become his lifelong partner. Together, they raised 5 children: Stephen, Ashley, Travis, Michael, and Alexandra. Their marriage, enduring over 5 decades, has been a rare example of lasting love in the world of show business. Linda has been more than a spouse. She has been Barry's anchor through the dizzying highs of fame and the heartaches of losing his brothers. Creative collaboration and legacy. The Bee Gees' story is not only one of fame, but of deep brotherhood. Barry often speaks of the unique dynamic he shared with Robin and Morris, a combination of love, rivalry, and shared creative vision. Robin, the dreamer and poet of the family, contrasted with Barry's grounded and pragmatic approach. Yet it was this contrast that fueled the Bee Gees' magic. Barry recalls how Robin's haunting voice added emotional depth to songs like I Started a Joke and Massachusetts, turning simple lyrics into timeless expressions of feeling. At the same time, navigating creative differences could be challenging. Barry admits there were periods of tension and silence, times when disagreements felt insurmountable. Yet even in moments of conflict, the bond of brotherhood endured. The passing of Maurice brought them closer in a fragile way, reminding them of the importance of unity, and Robin's death in 2012 marked a final chapter in that shared journey. Barry recalls visiting Robin in his last days, describing a moment of quiet affirmation. "We did it, didn't we, Baz?" Robin's simple words encapsulated decades of collaboration, trials, and triumphs, a testament to a bond that went far beyond music, solo work, and continuing influence. In the years following Robin's death, Barry continued to honor the Bee Gees' legacy while exploring his own artistry. His solo work, such as the 2020 album Greenfields, features duets with country stars including Dolly Parton, Little Big Town, and Alison Krauss, reimagining Bee Gees' classics with fresh perspectives. The album includes previously unreleased material like Words of a Fool, showcasing Barry's enduring creativity and his ability to reinvent his work for new audiences. Beyond music, Barry has remained a devoted father and partner. He and Linda have cultivated a life of stability, enjoying their home in Miami and nurturing their shared passions, from quiet retreats to time spent with family. Barry's reflections on marriage and family reveal a man who has learned to value love, loyalty, and shared responsibility above the spectacle of fame. Reflections on Robin Gibb. At 79, Barry has begun speaking more openly about his late brother Robin, offering insights that feel deeply personal. He describes Robin as ethereal, mysterious, and brilliant, qualities that made him both inspiring and unpredictable. Barry reflects on their differences with tenderness, acknowledging the tensions, rivalries, and moments of misunderstanding that coexisted with profound affection. He emphasizes that their disagreements were never rooted in malice, but in the passionate pursuit of music and excellence. Barry recalls visiting Robin in the hospital during his final days, seeing the frailty of the man, but the strength of his spirit. That visit became a moment of closure, a quiet understanding that all the struggles, disagreements, and triumphs were worth it because they had shared them together. Barry now carries their music and memory with him, performing Bee Gees' classics as both a tribute and a testament to the bond he shared with his brothers. A life of resilience and gratitude. Barry Gibb's life is a study in endurance, creativity, and devotion. From his early days experimenting with harmonies in Australia to becoming a global icon, he has faced personal and professional challenges with quiet determination. His career has been marked by reinvention, from pop to disco to country, demonstrating an ability to evolve while staying true to his voice. Despite loss and grief, Barry has maintained gratitude for the life he has built, the music he has shared, and the family that surrounds him. His reflections reveal a man who understands the value of love, forgiveness, and emotional resilience. Through decades of fame, personal trials, and creative evolution, Barry has carried forward the legacy of the Bee Gees with integrity and heart, proving that even in the face of loss, life and music can continue to flourish. Legacy of the Bee Gees. Today, Barry performs Bee Gees classics with reverence, aware that the voices of Robin and Maurice live on through him. Songs like To Love Somebody and How Deep Is Your Love are more than hits. They are the soundtracks of memory, love, and shared experience. Barry emphasizes that the Bee Gees were always three, bound together in music, family, and heart. His words, shared with fans at last, offer more than insight into the band. They reveal the human story beneath the legend, a story of brotherhood, forgiveness, endurance, and the quiet strength of keeping promises, both to family and to oneself. Barry's reflections remind us that music is not only a career or a legacy, it is a living connection between people, time, and emotion. Closing thoughts. Barry Gibb's life has been extraordinary, but what resonates most is his humanity. At 79, he continues to perform, create, and reflect, carrying with him decades of music, memories, and love. In sharing his story of family, creativity, and resilience, Barry invites us to see not only the superstar, but the man, devoted, reflective, and deeply aware of the bonds that shaped him. The Bee Gees' story, through Barry's eyes, is a testament to the enduring power of music, the complexity of family, and the quiet courage it takes to carry a legacy forward. Barry Gibb may be the last surviving brother, but through every note, every harmony, and every song, the voices of Robin and Maurice remain alive, echoing in the hearts of millions who continue to listen, remember, and feel.